Okay guys, so like I mentioned, we're on the last track for Epic High is here, part 1's album. And the last song we'll be checking out is End of the World. Now, when I searched it up on YouTube, I noticed that there was a live clip of Epic High, and also it's featuring a great artist as well. I actually recently found about him. His name is GSoul. He has a great voice. Man, I don't know what else to say. Like, you guys got to check out his music as well. But nonetheless, well, let's see this performance of End of the World. This song is starting with some acoustic guitars. I'm probably gonna like it. GSoul, man.
No one else above me. Nobody else you prefer. Cause we got this thing I wanna trust. Even if it falls apart, I want you to love me like it's the end of the world.
I like how the background's just white, right? Simple.
The end of the world. I don't believe anything that I see on TV. 확성기 듣기 좋은
Ooh, our Tablo got a little hairdo going on. Let's see.
I don't need a priest, I need a goddamn law degree. 날개만 왜 항상 유죄 추정의 원칙이 가해자만 왜 양심 얼굴 다 블러처린지 이게 대체 누굴 위한 법인지 yeah, 짜고 치는 이 게임 나는
Gotta get the different camera angles. Yeah.
막 춤을 추게 하는 algorithm. It's gonna be okay, but that's a lie. 이 세상은 지옥행 burn. I want you to love me like it's the end of the world. No one else above me. Nobody else you prefer.
I'm not sure. Is GSoul? Is he from the US? I don't even know. I mean, his English is really good. That's why. Dude, this song is probably one of my favorites on the album, no doubt. Mythers gonna jump in.
충만한 의구심 두 눈과 귀를 닫고 살면서 진실을 묻지 왜곡된 질문들의 무의미한 맞고 틀림 소수를 집어삼키는 다수의 불신 똑같은 죄를 짓더라도 죄값의 무게같이 달라 정의는 불을 비켜가고 부패된 만큼 살아남아 꿈꾼만큼 상처받는 것이 당연한 일처럼 가르쳐 둔 현실로 미래 가려놨지 끊임없는 욕망과 이기심이
Dude, this beat goes hard though.
오직 인간만이 견제 대상 소통은 고통이 된지 오래 이번 될 때마다 손에도 맞으며 펼쳐진 저 세계 말을 보내
I want you to love me like it's the end of the world.
Dude, that's a...
No one else above me. Nobody else you prefer. Nobody else. We got this thing I wanna trust. Even if it falls apart, I want you to love me like it's the end of the world. The end of the world. The end of the world. End of the world. Like it's the end of the world.
Okay, guys, like, dude, GSoul, like his name suggests, his soul, his voice has soul in it. I don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory, but he sings from the heart. I don't know, you just can feel the raw emotion in his voice, and dude definitely has some talent. But we don't really need to go over the chorus too much. It's kind of like, you know, pretty self-explanatory, these love lines, like, if it's the end of the world, would you still love me, and stuff like that, that you wouldn't want anyone else. So we don't really want to skip over that. Okay, but let's jump into verse 1 with Tablo. He says, I don't believe anything that I see on TV. Loudspeakers only saying what you want to hear. Sweet lies rather than the bitter truth, right? I feel a lot of people, maybe there's a lot of gullible people out there, don't get me wrong, and they believe maybe what they see on TV or the internet. Oh, if you sign up now, you'll get this, blah blah blah, whatever, like those advertisements and stuff like that. A lot of people kind of, they're suckered into those lies, if you will. And then definitely people, maybe, I think they tend to watch things that they tend to agree with, right? If you're not open-minded and want to listen to other people's opinions, even though they may be different than yours, you'll probably tend to gravitate towards things that you agree with or like, right? Which is, not, if you're so close-minded, it's not going to be good in the long run, if you ask me. And then Tablo says, sweet lies rather than bitter truth. Sometimes, people may lie in order not to hurt someone else. Sometimes the truth actually hurts more than knowing a lie, right? And then Tablo goes on to say, who the hell is this law for? This salty and strike game. None of us can stop or beat them. An algorithm that makes the logic of the lines shake. Okay, it's gonna be okay, but that's a lie. The world goes to hell, burn. Definitely the law in the US has been, the rule has been bent so much to the brink that, is the law really all there? Like in terms of, the recent attack on the Capitol, a riot, if you will, on the Capitol, and the violence that had ensued. And then all these things that happened the past year, at least in the US, that is, like the riots with pertaining to cops killing and civilians, for that matter. Definitely pertains to that, is how I can see it through these lines here. Okay, but wow, I didn't understand what Mithra was saying due to, I don't think there was any English subtitles, but let's check it. Verse 2 from Mithra's part. So he says, can't find God, doubts full of more than faith. I live with my eyes shut and my ears closed. I'm asking for the truth. Insignificant right and wrong with distorted questions. So definitely, if you're a person who has faith in any particular religion, there will always be moments in your life where you may question yourself of, like, is there really maybe a higher being up there listening to my prayers and stuff like that? And definitely there's times when your faith is tested, when you go through hardship and stuff like that nature. And then he says, I live with my eyes shut and my ears closed. I'm asking for the truth. Sometimes you may be kind of closed-minded, and I think the saying is ignorance is bliss, right? It kind of pertains to that as well. But maybe Mithra is referring to as, trying to shut out everything that has been troubling me or anything from the rest of the world as well. But in reality, he wants to hear the truth, even though, like I believe mentioned, Tablo says that the truth might actually hurt you more in the process compared to a white lie or something along those lines. And then he says, even if you commit the same crime, the weight of the crimes are different. Justice deflects wealth and survives corruption. So definitely, if you commit a crime the first time, definitely you probably have a guilty conscience of, why did I really have to do that? But if you keep on repeating the same crimes over and over again, then you just don't really care and will do whatever you feel, even if it means breaking the law, which, every repeated offense, it stacks up, and you kind of lose your sense of morals and values, if that makes any sense to me. And then justice deflects wealth and survives corruption. This kind of pertains to, wealth. Those who have power and wealth will get away with more things, to be honest, right? Let's say they get into a sticky situation where they may be put in time for quite some time in jail, but if they can pay off the judges or influence the committee of some sort, or whoever is in charge of their case, pay them off, they can probably get away scot-free easily. However, on the other end, if you have no power, if you're poor and have no influence, then good luck trying to get yourself out of this situation, which is the harsh reality. And definitely, if you watch enough Korean dramas, this recurrent theme of those who have power are corrupt continue to get away with these crimes, which is actually a reality. And then I think one or two couple more lines here I want to go over that I thought were worthy of addressing. Mithra says that a world where constant desire and selfishness are entangled. For humans, only humans are subject to check. Okay, this may be, type of double meaning for the second line here, but definitely a lot of individuals are, I would say, are more out for themselves rather for the well-being of others, I would definitely say. And it's definitely, the society kind of moves individuals in this direction, right? It's tough. Most people want to be successful and strive to greater heights and improve their lives as a person by maybe social status, wealth, power, you name it, right? If like I mentioned before, it's kind of like survival of the fittest. Definitely those with power and money, definitely the gap between those who have power and money and those on the bottom of the social standing is greatly, there's a great gap in between. And then for humans, only humans are subject to check. This kind of maybe refers to like, the check as in making money and stuff like that. Kind of like a double meaning right there, but also to keep humans in check as well. So maybe I'm looking into things too deeply, but that's what I kind of got from this line as well. But I think that's the rest of the song that we really need to check out, because after Mithra's verse, it jumps back into GSoul's beautiful voice, back into the chorus. But man, like when GSoul started off the song, I knew the song was going to be a banger. But not to discredit Tabla Mithra, because they always have very prominent lines as well. Mithra's verse especially was quite deep and meaningful and struck a chord with me as well. But besides, the very poetic and beautiful writing of the song, the beat was really nice too. The beat went hard, if you ask me. It had, like, if you're new here to the channel, I love me some acoustic guitars, and that really set the mood of the song. And then they had some, kind of like, I think some trap beats. I like how EPIK HIGH, they stick with the roots. They have some like beats with live percussion instruments, and live instruments as well. But now, as some of the songs that they had on this album used more like that modern type of sound with some trap beats and stuff like that. And definitely, I heard some like maybe some 808s in the Rosario song as well. So guys, that's enough of my jibber jamming. We have finally reached the end of EPIK HIGH Is Here Part 1's album. Oh man, there's quite a few good songs here, but I think the ones that really stuck out to me, definitely Rosario, based on a true story, is beautiful with Hayes' voice. And I probably would say End of the World. Those are my top 3 songs within this album for sure, no doubt. But the other songs pretty good as well. I definitely haven't had enough time to really sit down and listen to each of these songs thoroughly. So I definitely need to listen to a couple more times. But these 3 songs really stuck out to me just the first time listening through it. So guys, please tell me how you guys liked, or what do you guys thought about EPIK HIGH Is Here Part 1, and what were some of your favorite songs as well. So guys, like I mentioned, EPIK HIGH Is Here Part 2 maybe it's probably asking a little too much, might come maybe toward the end of this year, but probably next year for sure. So can't wait for that as well. So please tell me what you guys thought, and yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Peace.